If you want for others to read your code, then a very good habit when it comes to coding is commenting your code. When you're using a browser, there are two ways to comment code. That is to comment a class and to comment your methods. To comment the class is actually very easy. There is actually a button here that says comments, and what it does, it displays the comment for the class. So as you can see here, I have already a template for a comment for a class. It says that the dog is, it means that the class here is something. And also it says here that the instance variables here are representing something. And here I also can put additional comments if I want to for the methods or for other things that are inside. So all I have to do is just type that the dog is a class representing the breed representing dog. Instance variables age is the age of the dog, and hair color is the color of the hair of the dog. I mean, it's actually a very stupid comment to have here. Obviously, you want to comment things that are not really obvious to the coder that is reading the code, but because our class is very simple in this case, and it's not really there's no very big complexity inside or nothing surprising about it, the comment is not very useful. But you can also put tips here about the users who want to use the code, etc., etc. Now, if you want to, let's accept this. It's asking me for my identification, so I will just put my, code name. If I want to comment a method, it's actually quite simple. If you remember from the template, it already has shown us how to comment methods by using double quotes. So all you have to do, for example, here in age, it says that this method returns the age, the value of the age instance variable, and save that. Again, this is a very simple method that generally doesn't really need a comment. So usually for getter setters, you won't see comments. Even we have actually shown here the ancient human years also how we add a comment. But I think it's very important to have comments at least in classes so the user can understand how to use your own classes. One of the things why usually methods do not really need comments is because methods in Pharo are rarely more than 5 lines long. And this is because Pharo and Smalltalk has a culture of dividing things into very simple and very small objects. There are, for exceptions, there are objects and classes inside Pharo that are actually very big, but methods in Pharo, they are rarely more than 5 lines. Sometimes there can be 10, 12, even 15 lines, but usually, I would say 99% of the time, you usually will deal with 5 lines of code. And so methods do not really need as much comment unless the method is doing things that are not really obvious. Or they may be difficult to understand by reading those 5 lines. And that's all about comments for now. See you in the next video tutorial.